Okay, we're good.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Comic Core Unlimited, your Wednesday night show where new comic book day books are chatted about and news can be shared and discussed, where your Comic Core friends and family are hanging out, and hopefully you have joined us for a little good time this evening. We have got some fun books to share, some stories to talk about, and some friends from all the way across the globe hanging out with us this evening. But we're going to get to our special guest here. We're saving our dessert for last here.
Yes.
We're starting off with JD, our host for Comic Core. How are you doing, sir?
Good, good. How is everybody doing? I thank you all for joining us and everything else. I know I've been on, just got off with JP Budgets Collecting out there. We were showing some Planet Comic Con. A lot of Midwest love going on there, middle of the U.S. right there, the flyover states, so to speak. We're all here. So I'm glad everybody's there. I apologize we are 4 minutes late. Thanks for everybody who's joining us in the chat. We'll get to you guys in a little bit, but I'm going to hand it back to John.
Yeah, we're all in uniform tonight. I like the unlimited shirts in all the colors of the rainbow.
Kool-Aid.
Go to TeePublic and search Comic Core. You'll find all the different shirts you can buy, and definitely this is the only one you really need to buy because it's the best one.
Lead to league. Everybody,
but, you know, there's other options, I guess, if people want something different.
If you want somebody's face on it,
I mean, right?
With the crown.
Because who knows? It's on the front and the back.
So good, you got to see it twice.
Country and Western.
And then we got Mr. Jason from Comics Misexplained, my partner across the aisle in all things comic books. What do you got behind you tonight? What's that one?
Oh man! All right, yeah. Today I got the Cocktail Twins. It's a rare bootleg, Wax and Wayne, of kind of like early demos. So if you're not familiar with Cocktail Twins, it's kind of like some like 80s goth type stuff. But it's really good. Recommend you check it out.
Yeah.
I love always seeing what you got behind you. It's like a fun little insight into where's his head at today.
Oh man, it's everywhere. Too much. Glad to be here though. Thank you.
And then our special guest today is a gentleman who's been sorely missed in the comic community of late for many different reasons. But boy, he came back with an explosion today, an absolutely phenomenal live stream that I even posted about on my Instagram. I was like, this is incredible. I was taking freeze frames of the I couldn't even chat. I was so busy enjoying it all. But we have Mr. Comic Geek McD from all the way in Scotland. How are we doing, sir?
Thank you so much for having me on, guys. I really, really appreciate it. I'm blown away. This is what I received, and the live stream was I never even saw it coming, man. Like I really appreciate you guys. I'm so honored to be here. So thank you so much for letting me come on. Appreciate it.
So if you didn't get a chance to check it out. Definitely watch his video, like that video, and we're definitely going to get back to comic book Geek McD and his new I guess Grail, right? It's a Grail.
Yeah,
Grail.
My holy Grail.
You got it from the Grail group.
The Grail Anonymous group.
Grail Anonymous, yeah. So,
which I don't know. I mean, I guess I really just wanted to, I've been waiting to ask this question though, McD. Have you seen the other gift that they gave out?
No, I haven't. I did get told by Matt that I was the second one to receive because I think somebody else has, but I don't know who that was.
It was Jeffrey Comic-Con Henson.
Oh, really?
So if you go back through Jeffrey's videos, he got a Grails Anonymous book. I want to say, was it like a month and a half ago, maybe 2 months ago? Something like this.
We were at C2E2.
Oh, so that would be several months ago then, huh?
Yeah, we were at C2E2 when it happened.
Wow. Just, I mean, another really great, shocking moment where he didn't know what was happening either. And then the reactions are just priceless. So again, if you guys haven't seen these videos,
because I didn't see Jeffrey's live, but I got to see Comic Book McD's live, but I didn't know what Jeffrey's was. I didn't, Actually, John, you're the one who told me about Jeffrey.
Yeah, because I was watching with him. He invited me on. I didn't have time to get on, but I was watching, and I was like, "This is crazy." And then and just like you, like the reaction is 90% of what it was. Just so well. Everything was just beautiful. It was just beautiful.
Definitely
what you love about this community, right?
Yeah, but definitely we have a whole segment after our normal opening segment, and I didn't know who wanted to do the opening segment, reading segment. I thought John wanted to lead this one off.
I got a bunch to chat about, but I want to run through the chat. I'm going to do the chat real quick.
Oh, do the chat, yeah.
We got Chris Barrett is in here. We got Caleb the Comic Smurf in here. Ben Compton, RJ Taylor, who earned a wrench in my chat recently for just having great taste. We got Mr. Gretzky in here, Comic Book NYC. Where else have we got? 90 Miles from Comics is in here. We've got TJ, of course, the Slab Dragon is in here. One of my Kingsguard along with JD here. We got the boy who had 7. Matt is in here. Thank you for coming by, sir. And Perry Comics. Bake the Snake. Biggie Shack is now Dr. Biggie Shack. He's got a whole new name.
You got
new channel. You got to sub it.
Congratulations.
Wow, congratulations.
Dr. Biggie Shack.
Postgraduate degree.
I didn't realize he was going to Biggie Shack University, so I'm excited that he graduated.
Congratulations.
JP Flash is in here. Just a Rican. Rod had a great unboxing today as well. A lot of fun. Old Wolf is in here.
JP Flash did a signature series unboxing tonight.
Did he?
Well, he got a 9.8 on a book that's ridiculous. He got a Chris Claremont signed. What book was that, JP? I'll just leave it out there. We'll get back to that one. 9.8. He had no idea, and he got that
signature. That's awesome.
And he got that book as an AOK, and he took that to get signed. It's a great story. Great story.
Wow.
Got to watch that one. The JP budget collecting.
Yeah, Sam, I got you too. Rob Worst. I think that's just about everybody. Biggie says he got his doctorate. So
congratulations.
Congratulations. I hope I don't have to go under the knife on your table anywhere somewhere. So yeah, there were some really great books. I went DC light and Marvel heavy today. And I was catching up on some older stuff. I had started that Chip Zdarsky Daredevil, and I read issue 4 last week. I read issue 5 this week. So that was the finish of that first story arc. And that was epic goodness, like really well drawn, good story all around. So I really need to go back and get issues 2 and 3 just to kind of finish that story out. I read issue 6. I didn't really care for it. I don't know if anybody else read 6. The art it's a different artist. It's not Chiquetto. Is that how you say it?
Mark.
Chiquetto. It's Chiquetto.
Hey. It's a gentleman by the name of Sharma. I don't know. I thought the artwork was really uneven, but it's a new story. I'm going to give it another issue at least just to kind of get it going. Let's see. Of course, I read War of the Realms. I don't want to jump on JD's chat here, but I thought it was really good. Anything where they get Jane Foster front and center, I'm going to really enjoy, and she had a big part to play here. And I enjoyed that. Dead Man Logan is great. I've been working on this run ever since Bueller chatted about it on the show with Alec and I. And I like that whole universe, so I'm excited to see him back there with Hulk Baby again. Hulk Baby has got an important part to play. Old Man Quill is great. Absolutely love it. I'm sad that it's already halfway done, which is kind of awful to imagine.
Dude, we called it. We called it with the bad guy at the end.
Galactus, yeah.
Dude,
Awesome. That's why I said the guy at the comic shop said it's the best book.
It was cool. And I really want to see the Guardian showdown with the Guardians, right?
Okay, yeah. I'm
excited to see that brawl because they're clearly building to. I want to see that Mohawk guy that purple Mohawk guy get his just desserts. I want to finish Meet the Scrolls, so that's going to be what I read later tonight. I really have enjoyed this run, and so the 5th issue just dropped today. That's the end of that story. And then the book I bought for the cover this week was a DC book to finish the run of the covers that I liked. I don't really care for the Nun cover that they're dropping next week, but I am a huge Nightmare on Elm Street fan, and this is gorgeous. Who's the cover artist? Somebody?
I don't know. Yeah, it's sick though.
I mean,
chat. Anybody?
I
we did not mention Walking Dead yet, and we will probably.
I love Poison Ivy. So having her play the character in the center of the Nightmare on Elm Street, I mean, it's like, come on. So I bought it for this. I'm fine paying $4 for a cover, and this is one of the only times.
It's Yasmin Putri, I guess.
Putri, okay. So I absolutely loved the cover, and I'm never buying another issue of Deceased. I'm good. I'm done.
You're missing out, bro. It's so fun.
I will give you this, and maybe Jason wants to talk about it later. I'll give you this. And we were joking about Heroes in Crisis versus this, right? We were bandying jokes around. And on my Instagram, I posted a picture of Lois in Heroes in Crisis versus Lois in Deceased, and something happened in between. I don't know if Superman's beat her up a little bit. Something happened. And I get the idea that Heroes in Crisis is meant to be heavy, profound, I don't know, whatever. And the Deceased is meant to be like dessert, cotton candy. Like you're just not supposed to really study it. You're just supposed to let it like happen. I wanted a little more meat on the bone there, literally, figuratively, I guess.
Dude,
more.
It's still emotion. You get Robin, like, you know how he feels about his dad. His dad finally can't make it out of a problem.
The whole Green Lantern thing still makes no sense to me. I've read it a few times. Why does a zombie know how to use the ring?
It's just a natural instinct thing. It's like it's like the last issue had like dead
and then
bodies.
He puts
that
the
were
ring on.
like,
he becomes
baby
Green
constructs,
Lantern, and then he just explodes. The first thing that happens is the tent like explodes.
He uses power, just burst out, I guess. Yeah.
And then they don't show him die. Somehow it
was like an off-panel thing, I guess. They showed him get hit by a canary scream, but then
I honestly felt like there were pages missing from the Green Lantern section that were like pivotal, interesting pages that they were like, nah, you don't really need that stuff.
You really didn't.
We'll give you instead. They give us Green Arrow playing his bow like it's a guitar. That was important, but we're gonna skip the death of Hal.
It's a hot mess, and Jim Lee sucks.
Hal Jordan's death they skip, but we'll have.
It's a silly, fun adventure. It's
an
Elseworlds, and
that's not liking it. People are killing it all over the place.
I'm just dying. Sorry, Great Legend is in here. Jack Yo. We're gonna jump over though to is it?
Let's go across the pond.
What's that?
Let's go across the pond. See if Comic Book McD.
Have you read anything recently that you want to share as enjoyable or frustrating?
I picked up a few things. I actually picked up a couple of things for New Comic Day not long ago. I haven't read anything yet. I've heard things though, and I've seen things about the Heroes in Crisis. And just the line in Heroes in Crisis doesn't make sense. Like, why does Green Lantern not know what willpower is? Like that.
Yeah.
What is that? Like,
exactly.
that one panel.
There's no continuity in any of them.
I'll say I liked that line, and I know that it frustrated a lot of people. And I talked to a couple of Green Lanterns fans who liked it because the idea of will is absolutely an abstract concept. He's not saying he doesn't know what will is. I think people who take it literally like freaked the crap out and blew their domes. And it was like, no, he's commenting on the fact that will, if you really break it down, it's an abstract concept that's hard to understand. It doesn't mean he doesn't know how to use it. It doesn't mean that he's like a moron or something. He's commenting on the abstract nature of will. And I thought that was an interesting, funny poke at the character, not necessarily like he's just ruined Hal Jordan. In one panel, he's ruined. That's my Drew Manchu impression. In one panel, he's ruined Hal Jordan.
Yeah, that I think maybe I took that way too literally because I was like. For 50 years of continuity, and you're just like, you don't know what it means. Like,
honestly, I think it was also a joke at Jeff Johns' expense. I think he was poking a little fun at Jeff Johns.
The whole thing was a poke at Jeff Johns. Absolutely.
Totally.
Yeah, the whole entire, it was an insult to
and
Jeff Johns.
I thought it was funny. I didn't think it was an insult. I thought it was funny. And I like Jeff Johns.
The only other thing I'm looking forward to reading is Batman Last Night on Earth. I haven't read it yet, but I'm looking.
I enjoyed it. John did not. Yeah, I liked it though.
There's some that people that really like that storyline. So
there's a prequel to that story in Detective Comics. I forgot what issue. And the New 52. I think it was issue 23 or something like that. It was an anniversary issue from New 52, but it has a bunch of short stories in it. And the last one was written by Scott Snyder and illustrated by Sean Gordon Murphy. And it's amazing. It's really great. But it's a prequel to the new Black Label story. And it tells you, it gives you, I don't want to spoil anything. I'll let you read it. But yeah, it's good. Worth checking out.
What issue was that, sorry?
Let me find it real quick. So I'm pretty sure I have it on hand.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'll get back to. Here it is. This is the French version, but
Of course.
in
Panini?
France,
Is it Panini?
in France they call it Batman Saga.
Yeah.
But here
Is
was
that,
Detective
is
Comics.
that the Panini company? The PA?
I think it's 25 or 27. Detective Comics 27, I believe.
Okay,
From
cool.
the- from
I
the-
will,
from the
I
new
will
52.
definitely check it out, man. I'll keep my eye out for that.
Jason,
Yeah.
can I see the back of that book?
Yeah.
Is that Panini? I can't see. Hang on a second. Yeah. The French comics. Yeah, that's where I got the I got that Delato stuff from.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
dirt cheap Delato variants from them, and now all of a sudden they're really expensive, but they used to be. That's how I got that panel all autographed. It was ridiculous. They was,
That's awesome.
yeah.
This is so a nice addition. It's like embossed too, all over Batman's like outline. It just feels really nice and smooth, almost like those like Heroes in Crisis Polaroid covers. You know,
Yeah.
it has that kind of
Yeah.
like texture. Yeah, that's how this feels. It's awesome. One of my favorite buys. Like online on eBay, I think they go for like $300. I got
Yeah.
this one for $30. Like on
Yeah,
a bid.
the French
Yeah.
versions go for a lot less. McD, what anything else you wanted to share with us? What you're reading?
I haven't actually. I
Or
got
pick up?
I was kind of on the fence with it. I read TMNT, and then I kind of got taken off Turtles, and I wasn't sure whether I wanted to go back onto it. But I actually picked up the City of War Part 1. I haven't read it yet, but I'm really looking forward to reading it.
There's a whole Turtle Talk. Was it Turtle Talk Tuesdays or Thursdays? Or
Yeah, Chad Knight of Miles from
Yeah.
comics. Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, cool. Okay.
yeah. He does a whole Turtle Talk about it, and it's actually very popular. It's doing very well at most of the LCSs. Say it's doing well.
Oh,
My books this week. I'll get into the War of the Realms. Non-War of the Realms related. Criminal. I did not read it yet. Picked it up. Apologize for running late on there. I did not read it. One I
Yeah, I
did.
want to read that too.
It's a new arc, so it's Ed Brubaker, Sean Phillips again. It's Criminal. Let's see how long it goes.
It's got to be good.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hate it. So here is the Savage Avengers. I picked up the David Finch cover. I mean, this is a Marvel woke up and said, let's do the best covers we can and not charge $50 for them, but cover price. Look at that.
Totally. That's sick.
Finch, man. You get a David. People are like, oh, I can't wait to get the next. I'm not going to knock Art German, but I'm going to say it. Art freaking German. They pay more for it. I'm like, dude, don't pay for it. I'm like, oh, but the version of this, I think that's a perfect logo placement. You know?
Yeah, totally.
I'm an Art Germ fan, and I'll say
Oh, yeah.
that's way better than I like the black cat he dropped today. That black cat is really weird today.
Dude, I love that black cat.
Damn it.
It's so
Oh,
good.
Everybody got
love
damaged
that black
book,
cat.
man.
I thought it was awesome.
Oh, it's so good. I want that
If you
version
look,
cover
her
so
boobs
bad.
are in the wrong place. They're kind of like they've like
Actually,
fallen off
Well,
of
she
the
has her
floor.
arm up, so it's kind
I
of.
don't even know her
you
pose
like-
in that one. It's like
I'm not one to break up a TNA story, but we'll get to the boobs.
I
But,
actually picked up an
I'm certainly
Archer,
not the guy for that. But, Savage Avengers, pick it up. Very cool. Great moment comes in here. It's kind of a, you know what? If you liked Infinity Warps, you've liked anything else like that, this could be. If you like No Road Home or No Surrender, it's just pick this up. It's good. It's only on issue 2. You can catch up real quick. It's fun. It's Conan. It's Wolverine. It's Punisher. It's a lot of people that you want on a team. It's good. War of the Realms. Let's get into it real quick, and I'll end it real quick. War of the Realms. I did not read the 2 lead-ins. New Agents of Atlas, #3. It's kind of a cool story. I mean, the spoiler alert on the cover. I mean, come on. Phil Noto cover, pretty cool though. This is pretty good. The Journey to Mystery, I do like the storyline. Let's hope this one gets good. No spoiler on the cover there. But War of the Realms #5 was a great read and is my pick of the week. Again, no surprise there, but it's just, honestly, this is probably the best of the War of the Realms runs I read so far. So, not my favorite War of the Realms book, my favorite of the actual War of the Realms title. It does lead in very good. Jane is kind of right there. So, there you go.
Nice.
Jason,
Whitewell Comics is in here. Who Dat Comics jumped in as well.
I thought we love comics is here.
Great Legend was shouting out a little Green Lantern love. He's saying that Grant Morrison run is after the Batman books and Justice League, apparently it's the highest selling DC not book. I didn't know that.
Me either.
That's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
interesting.
Stay
Yeah.
tuned, everybody, because we're going to get to the story about a 9.8 CGC book received today very soon. But first, we got to get to Jason's read.
Okay. Yeah.
Stay tuned, because we're going to hear a story like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah, I always start off with DC Comics. Read Batman 72. If you didn't read any of Tom King's Batman, just get this issue, just because it's Batman's father, who was the big reveal at the end, but you can tell it's Batman's father by the dialogue boxes the whole entire time. But yeah, he just explains everything that happens in Bane's plan, the ups and downs. And so if you don't know anything about Batman, about Tom King's run, just read issue 72. It'll get you all caught up right away. So for that, it was good. But even then, it was just kind of like Tom King explaining himself about why his plans worked. And it was just talking in circles and not very good, in my opinion. But it is what it is. Next, Deceased number 2. We talked a little bit about that. I thought it was fun. It was really cool seeing Black Canary Lantern and also seeing Batman inside a Mr. Freeze outfit. I thought that was awesome. John's right, though, with the art. Some of it's hit or miss. Some of it's really good. Some of it's really wonky. Yeah, you said Lois Lane had a wonky eye.
Like, I would say there's a panel that I loved, right? It's like the second page when Aquaman goes in that freighter.
Yeah, that was cool.
Amazing. Like, I was like, it seems like two different artists, like two different people. Like the first issue, what literally was two different artists.
Yeah, and you can tell in styles for sure in issue 1 it was really bad shifting, but this one it was a little more cleaner. I think it was the same artist. It could have been. They could have
one artist this time.
Yeah, it seemed pretty more cohesive. So I liked it a lot better. I'm so glad they didn't do that again, like issue 1.
Oh my god.
So that helped save it a little bit, in my opinion. I'm having fun with it, so I'm looking forward to issue 3. Then Justice League 25. I think that was my pick of the week, man. Justice League was incredible. It just continues to get more and more insane. Superman finally made his way out of the darkness. They're finally back in their reality, back on Earth. Everything's destroyed. Lex Luthor already gave his speech to the whole entire world. He saved the world while they were gone. They were gone for a whole entire week when they thought it was just hours. And so I guess humans and the whole society kind of turned on superheroes and kind of accepting more doom instead of justice, like kind of League style. And so it's just their plan on what they're going to do and how they're going to fix everything and put it back to normal.
Is this more of the Leviathan setup, like the prequel kind of stuff?
It's kind of go over stuff that happened in the Year of the Villain comic. Gotcha. So it's like takes place right after the Year of the Villain comic, I would say. And then at the end, you see Lex Luthor's kind of clone body come out of the little tomb. And I guess he's just going to continue his transformation. He said this is just part of his evolution. But if you know from the Year of the Villain, it gave like little character designs, and you see he's going to be a Martian human hybrid. So he's going to be like the ultimate kind of thoughtful figure, I guess, is what the plan is. But it's been really good. I really recommend Justice League. Shazam number 6 continues to deliver. I thought it was really awesome. I think that had different artists though, because it seems like each time the characters are in the game lands, it kind of has like almost like a Miss Marvel kind of animation style, which I'm not too fond of. But the rest of it looks super clean and bright colors, and really enjoying seeing Billy Batson. He met up with his dad. You had Black Adam versus Dr. Sivana and Mr. Mind. That was a cool fight. So I'm really looking forward to see where that goes, because it's awesome. I think it's a really underrated comic. I think more people should be buying Shazam.
Legend actually shouted out Shazam earlier.
Hell yeah!
So he's right there with you,
dude. You can always count on Great Legend to throw some love for Shazam, man. Hell yeah! And then I got to read also for Marvel, Old Man Quill number 6, and we're talking about that before we went live. Just how much fun it is, man! It's so good. I'm just loving everything this Old Man Quill series. It could be very well, like JD like was saying before the live stream, was saying it could possibly be like the best Old Man series. For me so far, I'm leaning more towards the Hawkeye, I think. But we'll see how Quill delivers. Like in the end, it's just so good setups. I guess they killed Fing Fang Foom though, the Gladiator, because that body.
They had an autopsy.
Yeah, they had an autopsy.
Gladiator was there. The Guardian.
Yeah. But yeah, so that was it for me. I have so much to catch up on for War of the Realms. I started reading from 2 weeks ago, the War of the Realms Punisher tie-in number 2, and that was really cool.
Very good.
So I read that today. So I gotta finish the other 2 tie-ins that were released 2 weeks ago,
Make
then last
sure
week's
you get-
tie-ins, and
you
then
get-
today's.
Make sure you get the one that I'm going to say is the main tie-in I'd recommend you get that I think is just ridiculously good written. It's
The
only
Daredevil one?
yes,
War Scrolls?
yes,
Yeah, dude. I love seeing
so good. So
the God Without Fear, dude. That's
yeah,
so
exactly. And
that's
it's
so amazing.
titled God Without Fear. I think I have it probably. I probably have it right here because I was actually organizing my War of the Realms.
God, I wish that was a miniseries on its own.
This Guardians was a lot better than I thought it was going to be.
I'm looking forward to that. That's an annual, right?
Yeah.
I
definitely
passed
gotta be
on
reading
that one.
that.
I should have probably grabbed it, but I passed on that one. RJ Taylor's asking if Donnie Cates is writing Old Man Quill. No, it's Ethan Sachs.
Ethan Sachs.
Yeah.
Ethan Sachs, who did Old Man Hawkeye. He's the one doing the sort of old man splintered kind of universe right now. And a lot of people talking about Walking Dead and Black Cat in the chat. So if anybody,
I think we'll get to that now before we
okay.
go.
Yep.
No, Jason's still going.
No, I'm good. I'm good. All done. Yep. All good. All done.
All right, so let's talk about tits and ass, which is Walking Dead and Black Cat. Now I did see every Black Cat cover. I saw
which one's Walking Dead?
Yeah, that would be the ass that because it's spoiler alert on 192. Look at all the variant covers that are coming out. You'll figure it out. The second printing cover is phenomenal, well done, and it's done by the guy who owns Walking Dead art to me. So it's very well done. Walking 192 spec book. If you want a spec on it, go ahead. I did see hundreds of them all over the place, and it doesn't mean it's not a spec book. It just means I see hundreds of them all over the place. I have my copy. Kind of just goes with the continuity of getting it. I haven't read it yet. I do know what happens just because I read it. Pretty much everything on Facebook was talking about it. I will not spoil everything. Just go check it out. As far as Black Cat goes, heard it was a trashy novel.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, but some of the covers were really good. I did not find one I found good at all.
Really?
Except for the Frank Cho.
I got the Perillo one. I mean, that's in the mail. That's coming.
Yeah, I don't have it yet, but I like the Frank Cho. That's the one I got. But I always like how Frank Cho does Black Cat. So
yeah, totally. Yeah, I ordered the Perillo. I was tempted to order some other ones, but I don't know. I might get the regular trade dress art germ one just because the version one is like so expensive and hard to find now. But yeah, we were saying you weren't a fan of that one either.
yeah.
It just looks so smooth.
There was one of the Black Cat variants, and it was like, I don't know if you guys know if you'd seen it before, but I'm sure this was taken from inspiration from this. But Kim Kardashian, I'm sure, dressed up as Black Cat for one Halloween, and I swear down that there's one variant. I can't remember the artist who did it, but it actually looks like the inspiration was from her face because it looks identical to what she looks like.
I wonder.
I can't remember.
Interesting.
Could be a
what the
Doctor
artist
Strange
was.
Amy Grant thing going on.
Sorry?
Though that there was one time that somebody used the face of celebrity one time for one of their covers and they got sued. It was a Doctor Strange Amy Grant cover, and that has never happened since. But that could be the case with this.
Oh, no
Because
way.
let's be honest, if you're gonna put a black hat, put a white wig on. What's her name? Kim Kardashian. She got the Frank. We call those taillights here in the U.S. the States. Very cool.
It was it was a Ben Oliver
Oh.
cover.
All right, everybody.
It looks identical to maybe it's just me. I don't know, but
Yeah.
honestly, I think that
You're
looks
right.
identical to her.
John, do you want to talk about Black Cat? Because I know you, or Archerm, or Walking Dead. Want to mention anything?
I didn't buy or read any of them, so I would be speaking as usual out of my butt. But I will say that I am an Art Germ fan, and I have like his Catwoman run is exceptional, and
This is my favorite Archerm cover.
it is that's a book I have 2 of, and I'm still hunting for the Virgin variant of that cover because I think it is absolutely gorgeous.
Actually, this is one of the ones that I said I rather have the trade dress.
Oh, really?
There are some I go trade dress, some I go variant.
Of course, yeah.
There's more gelato variant there, but Archerm I like the trade dress because it always flows in. I mean, it's just done. I mean, again, Silver Surfer trade dress on all the ones looks so much better with the trade dress. By the way, Silver Surfer Black's coming out. We got to do that show.
I love that art dream cover, by the way, the Thor. That might be one of my favorite ones.
This is my favorite.
Yeah, I got that one.
I know everybody's gonna say Dwyer Thor, JD Thor,
Yeah.
whatever, Thor. No, it's just actually it's the only one that doesn't look like there's nothing going on.
Yeah, it's like he's like floating down.
Yeah.
You know, it's so cool.
Your helmet off.
The way the light hits it, it's so good. I got that one signed when we were at C2E2.
Oh, you
but,
did?
Yeah, unfortunately, it fell off the table and then it crushed the corner. So
Yeah.
I was pretty bummed about that. But still,
I'm getting my books back
good.
from C2E2 this week, my George Perez collection.
So I mean, I like Art Germ. I saw that Black Cat cover and it just looked misshapen and odd to me. And again, I'm a bigger fan of the Catwoman covers. There are some of those that are so wildly abstract and kind of powerful that they're really different than his usual Supergirl stuff, which my daughters love, and I collect them for them. They love the Supergirl covers, and that's fine. You know, it's Supergirl carrying a kitten and whatever, like that's them. But the Catwoman ones really speak to me as far as like really being a fun deconstruction of where that character is. Some of them, like the one when she's like inside of Batman's head and it's like spiraling off of her, it's really twisted.
Yeah, that's a cool one. I like
There
that
are some art germ ones that are just phenomenal, but it's just my own personal opinion is there are so many people. It's just that it's one style. His style is a profile. Delato, I wish added more. Delato's older stuff to me is better than his latest stuff, but everybody tends to like the solo cover is so hot right now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it is ridiculous. Solo covers, and I like somewhat busier covers.
yeah, same.
I'm sorry, it's just my own.
No, I agree. I think he's gonna bring back that style, though. It seems like for a while he had those solo characters recently where it had the black background. It's a little more like darker, a dingier kind of design or aesthetic. But now I saw some other stuff he did more recently on Instagram, and he's back to being like full picture, lots of details, small things in the background. I love that.
I want to see more.
Yeah. So I haven't read the Catwoman or the Walking Dead. For me, I started Walking Dead as a trade. Like I read the first like 3 or 4 trades and really enjoyed it, but it got really too slow for me, and I gave up before. I don't even think I owned the 4th or 5th trade. I just stopped somewhere and just didn't care. And it was the same with the TV show. I think I watched 3 seasons, and I was like, and I had just had kids, and for me, it was like, it was all just like how violent and messed up could we get? Like it didn't seem like they were telling a story. And I thankfully quit right before they started like killing kids and being real violent with the kids. Like I was like, I'm good. I'm really glad I quit at the right moment. So for me, like Rick and his whatever's going on in Walking Dead now, it doesn't mean as much to me as I know it does to some fans.
Well, our next segment here is going to be focused on one moment, one guy, one moment, one time. That was just a little while ago, about a couple of hours ago, I think. One of the things I love about doing this, I always talk about, everybody likes, is giving back to the community. But some group of whatever has given our friend over here, Comic Book McD, an amazing gift, and I think he wants to share the story with everybody. So everybody enjoy this.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much for that, man. So this happened not too long ago in my live stream. If you guys hadn't seen it, you know, it's on my channel, so you might want to check out. But basically, what happened is I've been on a hiatus from YouTube for about a month and a half, and it's because of a variety of different things that have happened, just one thing after another. So, first thing was to start off was I actually became really ill. I've got a lot of illnesses. I have autoimmune system disease, so everything that is good for me is basically getting fighting off, and I can get floored by a cold basically. I've got alopecia, so I've got no hair. I've got alopecia areata, which is like I get white patches in my beard. I've got diabetes type 1. I've got BAD, which is bile acid diarrhea.
Wait, there's a name for getting white hair in your beard? I thought it was just being old.
It's not the age, Miles.
Now I know what this is.
I've got it.
I've got bile acid diarrhea, IBS, irritable bowel syndrome. I've got low thyroid. You name it, I've got it. And with my teeth, I was getting surgery on my teeth, and I had this abscess, and that started me off where I couldn't go onto YouTube for a while. There's only after that one good thing did happen where before that I was in college, but I was actually getting really badly harassed and bullied, and it wasn't just in college though. It was like on YouTube as well. Like they would say stuff like "You're too fat on YouTube," and "Get off YouTube," and "Delete your channel," and "Go die," and "Kill yourself," and stuff like that.
Oh fuck, man!
Bunch of trolls.
And,
That sucks, dude. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
It's terrible.
You know, people say, you know, don't let trolls hurt you, but I mean, like, you know, it's hard not to, you know. So for a while, I decided I was really contemplating on whether I was actually just going to close down my YouTube channel. I wasn't going to say anything to anyone. I was just going to close it down and just walk away. But I kept thinking to myself that I don't want to do that. Like, I don't want them to win, and I don't want to be that person that, you know, like later on in life decides, you know, like I was the one who got defeated. Like, I don't want to be that person. If I get knocked down, I want to get back up and fight. So, yeah, so I decided I would go back to college, and it took a lot. For me, it was really hard. Like, it took a lot of bravery for me. I'm not gonna lie. I was pretty worried about going in. But it was a new course, and it's for hires for social sciences. So it's higher English, psychology, sociology, politics, and history. And I got accepted, so that was really awesome. But then after that, that was the only one good thing that happened in that month, because after that, my dog has really bad joints with arthritis, and I had to take out money. I had a jar of Deadpool head because I love Deadpool. He's just an amazing character, and I just have so much in common. Not that the cancer or anything like that, but he kind of deflects everything that's wrong with him, and I just love his humor and stuff like that. And I had to take out that money because obviously for my dog, he's my dog. I love that dog to bits. He's like my baby. I love him. So I had to take that money out, and I was a bit gutted because that was a dream book thing. This book here I never expected to get. I mean, I always thought maybe I would get it one day. I mean, being
for me, that was the beauty of your live stream, is you spent all this great time saying some of these amazing things, talking about how you had to sort of give up on that book for now, and then turn around. And I don't want to spoil the next bit here, but it was like, you know, the twist of this was just powerful.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even know this was. I mean, this was sitting on my floor for weeks.
It was right behind you the whole time. You're talking about, like, I had to give this up, you know, for my dog and what's going on, and and there's other people. I got issues with selling a lot of his comics for his dogs, and same kind of thing. But it was right behind you is the mind blowing, amazing moment for me.
And yeah, I mean, like, I still can't believe that was sitting on my floor.
It's an amazing video.
But like, and so that was happening. Then my washing machine broke, the car broke. You know,
oh my God!
To take out money to kind of help out my family. That's you know, life gets in the way, and I have to do that. That's just the person I am. Now, it did hurt, and it was a dream book that I never thought I would ever receive or get. I mean, I'm a student and I work in a comic book shop. I mean, if you're working in a comic book shop, you're not there for the money. You're there for the passion. Now, with that as well, I've got made redundant literally today. My comic book shop is now closed. Now, that job was my dream job. I've been going there since I was 8 years old. And I finally worked there, and the guys there were great, and the shop was great, and the customers were great. And, you know, having that under your hat as well, not being able to talk to people about it, that, you know, I was depressed. I was really down, and everything that was wrong kept rolling into this big, huge snowball of just one thing after another.
Sure.
And it was like, for a while, I just felt like I was just like, I don't know how much more a guy can take. You know, I couldn't talk to anyone about it. I was basically, I mean, I was trying to talk to people about it. There were people who were asking me about how things were and stuff, but I couldn't digress things because of, you know, obviously legal reasons and stuff like that. So, and yeah, and then I received this package, and I was like, I don't know what this is. I didn't order anything. I thought maybe somebody gave me an AOK or something like that. And I was like, wow, this is really incredibly kind of them, you know, to do this. I'll read the note. So I got this package in this box. I actually got. I thought it was like a huge bundle of like wrapping paper that didn't have anything in it. But it came out on. It was May 10th, 2019. So it says here, Comic Geek McD, Grails Anonymous consists of a group of active members in the comic community who have banded together for a common cause to make the world a better place, one Grail at a time. You probably know most of us, but anonymity is key as we search for a community for those who are in need of a reminder that they are not alone. Through experience, we know that life can get in the way. Our mission is to find outstanding members of the community like you and to grant them the ultimate act of kindness through bequeathing them with a comic book Grail. Now, before this as well, just so you know, I've never ever held a Grail in my life. Like, I've never ever even held a CGC. I've never had one in my life. And this was like Indiana Jones finding the Holy Grail, man.
It's so great, dude. This community is insane. I love this.
And yeah, I mean, I'm gonna start crying, man. So it says, Michael, we want you to know that you're a special part of this community, and without you, it just wouldn't be the same. Even though we can't physically take away your suffering and pain, we hope that you know that we are right there with you. Every time you look at this book, remember that you're not alone. Please accept this gift as our way of saying thank you for being you. Whether you want to share this with the entire community or keep it to yourself, we leave that up to you. This is your gift to do whatever you want with it. But if you happen to decide to open this live, please spread the word so we can visit the video and see the look in your face. We've reached out to Discovery Bay Comics and have asked them to be on the lookout just in case. Let them know, and we'll make sure people are there. When you open this package, we hope that it fills you with happiness and love in a way that makes your day and lightens the load. Enjoy, your friends, Grails Anonymous. And I like this, like, I just can't believe this, man.
And you
like,
opened and that's what the book was?
Yeah, man. Like, I've never cried that. Like, I didn't even think that this was gonna be that. I thought it was gonna be just a stack of comics or something, or an AK. I never expected this. And this is what the community, this embodies the community to me. This is how generous people are and how much love there is. It's not just words and comics. It's literally, there are people out there who care. And honestly, that fills my whole heart with just entire joy. I just cannot thank.
Dude, you never know when someone's thinking about you, man. Yeah.
It's insane. It's absolutely insane. And like, the thing is, I never expected this. Like, after talking about it as well, thinking I'd never get this, and then to receive it I was speechless. I was speechless.
And well deserved. And I think those community members that did that, you embody everything that Comic Book McD just said, and you embody everything that I have always hoped everything I would do on this channel would be, or this channel, Comic Core in general, and each other, and helping out and sending AOKs is great and getting them. But when you see something like that happen,
it was kind of like a stars in your eyes dream, it's something that you see in like a movie or something. Like, you never really like experience it. I've never had something like this kind. I mean, this for me in the UK is like £800, and I'm a student with like a really low income job. I'm trying to save up for this, and I never expected to get this. And it's I like sometimes.
What's next on your list? Just cross that off.
Number 2 now.
What's next?
I just never expected to receive it, and like, it just blows my mind, and I can't like, and it just the fact that this really does commend that moment where I thought I was going to end up losing everything, and it just goes to show that there are people out there who care, and that just means the world to me. And I'm so incredibly thankful.
Everybody, please sub up Comic Book Geek McD.
Mm-hmm. I put his link a bunch of times in the chat, so you'll see it there.
Thank you, guys.
He was actually the first one.
I'm really honored for you to invite me on.
It's funny because the first time I ever did a contest, you asked me, "Can you ship overseas?" I'm like, "Where are you?" And you're like, "Scotland." I'm like, "Well, yeah, why not?" Yeah, of course. I thought it was great. It was my first international subscriber.
Oh, that's awesome! Thank you. That's so cool.
Yeah,
I'm so glad it's the first.
And it's good stuff. So he'll write something in the chat, or Comics Must Explain. Thank you very much for doing that.
And if you don't know, like, this was the second time that Grails Anonymous did this.
Right.
Have an Instagram. You can find them on Instagram. But Jeffrey Comic-Con got a Hulk 102 slab
Right.
3 or 4 months ago, and you can go through Jeffrey's channel and find that as well, because
I'm gonna go check that out, John, because that sounds so cool. Like
unbelievable moments, like just really, really cool things. Absolutely unbelievable that there are people out there in our community spending their time and money on rewarding just awesome people in this community. It's just too cool.
It's insane, man. Like, it blows my, even now, like, I'm still thinking about it, and I'm just like, I don't know if this is mine. Like, I feel like I don't know if I deserve this. Like, it's just.
I mean, it's one thing when you buy your Grail, and when you get it and you hold it and you have it, you want to know where you're going to put it on the shelf and everything else. But what if you didn't know it was coming?
Yeah, it's like a side punch, you know.
About that feeling that Comic Book McD is having, and Jeffrey had. It's just that moment when, you know, I know this is my most recent one. I know when I got this and I held it and I did everything else. And I remember, you know, when I got an AOK from TJ one time, I pretty much slept with a book. I'm pretty sure John.
That's my goal tonight, man.
So, you know, it's just out there. But I was waiting for this one to get here or anything else. And just one of those moments when you open it up and if you ever get an AOK from somebody, regardless of what it is, but just imagine that one moment when you're like, I get to cross this off my list. Yeah. Well, a little promo to the list show, but
I gotta go, guys, because I'm getting ready for book club.
Yes.
So you guys can finish out here. But McD, congratulations, sir. It's awesome to have you back. If you ever want to jump into a live stream and hang out, let me know. Jason,
yes,
I'm happy to start talking Comic Court Deceased.
Oh boy, is that next? Are we doing Deceased?
No, I'm
next?
just kidding. I'm just totally kidding.
Oh man,
I don't know that I have the strength of will that you did. I don't think I'm as strong as you to go and buy every issue and read it and stick it out. I don't have that.
John,
I don't have that in me like you do.
I'll definitely message you, man. Thank you so much for that, and I'll see if we can do a live stream together or something.
That'd be awesome. I'd love it. And JD, I'll catch you again soon, brother.
Yes. Very good, yes.
And have fun on the hunt. I'm going to miss you on the hunt because I'm camping out this weekend, so I'm not going to be doing any live streaming or watching any shows. But I'll catch
sounds like fun.
Sunday when I get back. I'll figure out who won.
Yeah, it'll be a fun hunt for sure. It'll be a fun one. Thanks a lot.
All right,
all right, John.
So Legend the Great on that was a 7.5. And how many Grails do I have? Good question. Great. To me, Grails are very specific books. A Grail is a first appearance or a key of that character that you have to love, and so therefore, two of my keys are at Midwest Comic Man's house, are getting cleaned and pressed and getting ready to be shipped to me. I think he's just about done with them. That's a Strange Tales 110 and a Avengers 1. A Journey to Mystery 83, Journey Mystery 85, House of Secrets 92, and of course AF 15 and Tales of Suspense 39. Those are my only Grails. I'm done. I don't have any great Grails to go. I have them all. I'm good. I'm happy. I'm done. Now it's golden age, and yeah, I got bit by the variant bug. The last bit of the show, the last bit we always do for community shout out. But before I do a community shout out, one of the topics that I definitely think we got to talk about next is Donny Cates is doing Silver Surfer Black coming up in Muddle. I know. Let's see how everybody takes that. That'll be fun. What we got going on? So, see, Iron Man 1 is a great book. I don't own an Iron Man 1. The only reason I have a Tales of Suspense 39 is because I bought a collection of Tales of Suspense, all of them.
Oh wow!
Not cheap. It wasn't cheap, but it was. I bought it, and the reason why I bought it was I bought it and sold off enough of everything but 39, just to have a 39.
Gotcha. Yeah, I don't have any.
All the other ones, like the first appearance of Black Widow and Hawkeye, gone. That's how much.
Wow.
That's what that took. And the grade is not great, but whatever.
But to have that book in your collection, especially if it's
Yeah. I mean, I guess to everybody, it's what. See, my favorite book in my collection is Silver Surfer 4. I mean,
Okay.
and that Thor Journey Mystery 95. I love my 83 over here. As I said, the other books are there. 85 is right there. But this is a good one too. The Bernie Wrightson signature series.
Oh, that one's awesome. Yeah.
Oh, that's
I
all.
love
Yeah,
that.
that's a nice cover.
Swamp Thing. We didn't even get a chance to talk about Swamp Thing.
I know.
We'll talk about it tomorrow. But a lot of guys didn't get a chance to watch it. But Swamp Thing, I loved it.
I heard it's a good setup episode.
It's good.
I've only seen the trailer. I haven't actually watched it yet.
I'm excited to watch that. I plan to watch that today, but didn't get to.
For those that want to know, because there was people were asking this around, and I felt I should, since I read both the first volume 1 and volume 2, or pre-Alan Moore and post-Alan Moore, this is a lead-in story. No spoiler alert. Abigail Kane is not. It's you'll see as soon as you get there. Just think of Abigail Kane as being already in place, but not Alec Holland. So it'll be really cool. So talking about tomorrow on In Between the Issues. Yes, we are. In Between the Issues. Yeah, I'm going to try to broadcast from a new Monster Bar tomorrow.
Oh, nice. All right.
Let's see if I can do that.
Cool.
I want to, once again, I want to thank everybody for joining us. We have 4 minutes left, so let's talk really briefly. The comic book news this week, obviously, was the Twilight Night was last week, and some other news came out. Who else is going to be cast and so forth? Rumors that you've heard. Anything you've heard about casting rumors?
No, I haven't. What I was going to bring up earlier was that I also do not have any CGC slabs, but I talked to Bulletproof Bulletproof Comics. I told you I ordered one that hasn't come from them. And they messaged me back like 2 days ago. They're like, yeah, it's going to come, I think they said in like 2 weeks or a month. So I'm excited to get my first like CGC slab. Del Auto cover. So like
which one?
It's just it's the Grim Knight #1 because you know I love Batman with guns and it's a Del Auto cover. So it's kind of like a mixture of two of my favorite worlds.
Oh yeah.
So I had to get
Speaking of which, I know you're working on Friday at the bar.
Yeah.
If there's any chance you might want to watch The Hunt.
Oh, dude, I've been sneaking outside and watching The Hunt.
Because I do have a Batman with guns.
Oh, awesome! Sick.
I'll be showing.
Dude, I got to see that. Yeah, like last week, it was my first episode of watching The Hunt. I was like, why am I always missing The Hunts? And I guess like YouTube had a glitch and like unsubscribed me from Tony Sanders. I was like, oh, I've been missing out all this time. Like, so I got to watch my first episode, and everyone says it's the best episode. And in my opinion, it's my only one I've seen. But I can say was the best episode of The Hunts. So we saw the premiere of The Underwhaler. He's coming back. He's in the chat. He's asking for revenge against 90 Miles from Comics. It's gonna be a showdown. Then JD's got there. Oh, dude, I'm excited for that.
I am not bringing any Silver Age keys anymore, everybody. But
man,
the golds. I'm bringing whatever I gotta bring. Get it done.
You want that belt? All right.
I want to make sure that this is a 5-way. I think Tony calls it a 5-way death match or something. So should be a pretty good show. It's Alec 90. YouTube is 90. Chad 90. Chad NMF Comics. Comic Core is 90, I guess. Everything else is going crazy. Then you got obviously Tony, myself, and Jeffrey, and it's fun because it's going to be a fun week. That's all I can say. It's going to be a fun week. You're going to see a lot of Tony might have to change his mind tomorrow,
Oh man.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, definitely check that out. That's the thing about living in Scotland, man. Like the time difference is so like I always miss like Tony's shows like like What's Your Slab and The Hunt and stuff like that. And I really wish I could see it because it's like 3-4 o'clock in the morning. I have sleep apnea, so I don't really sleep very well. But like I always miss them, man. And I'm like, damn, really wish I was there this time.
Watch the replays. The replays are good, and a lot of us, if you ever just reach out to me, and I'll tell you. Fast forward to the good parts when I bring out the killer books. It's always fun. Actually, I will say this. I will say that I have a same thing because the Gray Man, everything else, the dad does it overseas. When they go live, sometimes it's middle of the day for us here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, totally.
And I can catch it, and I'm like, hey, I'm here. It's like 4 in the morning or whatever. I'm like, kids have been up all night driving me nuts. Let's get on YouTube. That's all fun.
Yeah, dude, McD, thank you so much for joining us. Like, especially with the time difference, man. Like,
Yeah.
I know it's
By
super
By the way,
late.
it's 4 a.m. there.
It is 4 a.m. now.
So
right
only
now.
Wow.
only Discovery Bay would do that, not you guys. Or
I mean,
sometimes
if,
Paul, the
Jamie,
Midwest
thank you
comic
so much
family
for
who's been
asking,
drinking
man.
on
As soon as you asked, I was like, I'm so there. I don't care what the time is. Thank you so much, man. So honored and just really grateful. Thank you so much for letting me come on.
Dude, thank you so much, man. It's awesome.
Thank you, Grails Anonymous, for making this night possible. Thank
For
you,
sure.
everybody, for joining us in the chat. Thanks again. Gonna head over, gonna watch some of the shows. Have a good one. Thanks again.